Hi everybody, Diane at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls. And if I've worked with you, you pretty much know that I have 18 certificates in different healing modalities. And that my goal is to really 100% show up for you. I'm always trying to be completely ready and focused and grounded before each and every session. I want to be accountable for how I show up. And then I want that in return. And I know so many of my clients that are wounded, hurt, closed off, mean, show up as a victim. And in a lot of sessions, they'll start to want to become a victim, which means that they have to make the person in front of them, a lot of times it's me, and or anybody that they see throughout the day or week, as the bad person. It's just part of learning what your triggers are. And I've had some of my clients explode. And I'm like, how can you be upset with me that you've only seen in sessions at this high of a level? And again, it's nothing as personal. I realize that their hurts, their wounds, their stored anger is starting to come out. So I don't take it personal. And then the ones that hide, that don't want to show up anymore, that are in bed with the sheets over their head mentality. I didn't find you at the grocery store and corner you in a room and make you sign and show up. So really what I have been coming for so many other people is a accountability coach. Because how you show up tells me who you are, and it has nothing to do with the other person. Years ago, one lady, she did not like anybody that she worked with. So she was the victim. And after working with her for a few months and her doing my meditations, she started to relax. She started to be nice, is really what it is. And people were able to be nice to her. And she started liking people. People started liking her. And she would get invitations to lunch and little thank yous for doing her job. And so the moral of that story is I don't have to work with anybody around you. I just have to clean you up. And one of my clients, I've reached out to her about 3 times. She got a little upset with me during a quote, a text that had no information on her side whatsoever. And I don't know if clients get embarrassed or they just give up before they don't learn. So if you're one of those people that just gives up, each time that you give up, it's easier to give up the next time and the next time and the next time. This I want you to know. I know a lot of coaches. I have a lot of retreats up in El Dorado, Northern California, and I go to a lot of retreats. I was just in Florida a week ago for a retreat. And so why am I reaching out to everybody today? It's accountability with yourself. And if you're showing up as a victim, you need to change that because your children are going to show up that way. And if you're showing up entitled and you're showing up rude and you're showing up mean, you are educating your children to be that when they are adults. And that is poor behavior. We're in this society where we have entitlement. And you don't have entitlement. You're just one person. Nobody should really have to pay attention to one person's needs. Now with the mask, I've actually been kicked out of a few stores because I just won't comply. And that's just my own story, not really talking about the mask. But the 3 times that they said that I have to put one on, I looked at them and I smiled and I said, I understand this is your position as an employee. And I'm not going to take this moment personal, but I will leave because I won't comply. And so I didn't spit venom on them. I didn't make them feel bad, because I don't have a right to make another person feel bad when what they're doing is their job. I love that show where it's like 600 pound, and his clients, they get mean, they get vicious with him, like he made them 600 pounds. So see, the moral of the story is own who you are, and if you don't like it, change, but don't vomit on other people because you are unhappy, or you're not being treated right, or you're not being treated fair. Learn to have a voice. I study language, not necessarily English, but I study language. And if I have to cancel an appointment, I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm going to cancel an appointment, because I have integrity with that person and they need to know. If I'm going to be late, I'm going to show up the best I can and apologize, and not just assume that it's okay and that we can run late. A 12 o'clock appointment, get there at 12:20 thinking it's okay. She doesn't have anything else going on afterwards. No. So when you're ready to really figure out why you show up the way you show up, and so many of these areas aren't working, I will 100% completely hold space for that. And yes, you will be triggered. Am I wanting to trigger you? Absolutely not. But the world triggers you. Your family triggers you. Your coworkers, the person at the grocery store triggers you. And when I show up and have triggered you, it really just tells me what we need to work on. It's not me personally. And there's a point in time where you'll just be a better person. And then you can ask for better things. Everything is in the language. Everything is your style of communication. And I can sit and talk to anybody. And the key thing that I want to be is respectful, best I can. And if I can't be respectful, I got 2 healthy legs to walk away. And so many times in your triggers, because what's happening is I'm touching on an old wound. It could be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. I'm touching on an old wound. And when people show up not knowing, and they touch on a wound, and you overreact and start spitting out venom, it's your karma that's going to get ugly. It ain't going to be anybody else's. And you don't want to be that person. You don't want people to see that in you. It's just time to heal what's inside. And can I help you? Absolutely, all day long. And is it going to be uncomfortable sometimes? Possibly. But to get through the uncomfortable, to get into the healing, that's pretty much why you're here, is to learn to love yourself and to believe in yourself and to show up for this thing called life, wanting more, which is happiness. Nobody owes you anything, but you owe yourself everything. And when you're starting to feel really good about yourself, then good things can happen. This I know. So it may be time to do more sessions, and or it may be time to actually sign up for those sessions. Your life in happiness depends on you showing up for yourself. And you've got to do the work. And I'd rather do the work and be uncomfortable and go through stuff than to walk a path being mean, a bully, or a victim to other people. That I just can't do that. And I know that you don't want to. So look at yourself for the next day, week, month, year. Look at your mental capacity and how you're handling things. And when you want to live a more blessed life, you can. And it's just like a 400-pound person. They don't want to cut 70% of their meal out, but until they do that, they can't get any better. And sometimes going to the gym and lifting weights, it's uncomfortable until it gets comfortable. And that's what I do. I'm an accountability coach. I am a strong and empowered person. And I want to hold space and support you so that you can get out of all this garbage and be in the space of love and light. To me, it's a no-brainer. The body will be healthier, more beautiful options in life. Can you do it? Absolutely. The real question is, will you? And until you do, please be mindful that nobody has done you wrong, but there may have been a lot of people that you have done wrong because of the pain that you store, that you haven't had the courage to heal. And I have the ability to help you through that. Again, I'm Diane Gysin at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls, and thank you.